Hello, my dear friends. This is Wild Kate. Thank you for being with me and subscribing to my stories. I love you. Today I'm going to tell you some stories about money and success. So listen up. The sixth parable, Mistake of Money. Once money gathered in a narrow circle and decided, since everyone honors us, everyone bows to us, and everyone needs us, let's declare ourselves a god. They told people about it and gave each of them a good sum of money. And they, of course, rejoiced. And one good citizen asked, "You, money, are good for everything and can do a lot for us, people. But then what?" The money was not embarrassed in the least and answered cheerfully with a chorus. "And then too, we will organize your funeral in the highest order. You will have the best wreaths, fresh flowers, and the monument on the grave will also be the best. And that's it. Of course, what else do you need?" We're surprised by the new gods. And then it became clear to all the inhabitants that the money had made a mistake by proclaiming themselves. Proverb 1. Wise counseling. A man was always complaining about his poverty. Why am I so unlucky? My neighbor on the right has a fancy car. My neighbor on the left has a prestigious job, and why am I worse off? I am young and strong, but life does not love me. One day an old man heard his lamentations and turned to the sufferer. Underscore and let me cut off your leg or arm, and in return I'll give you 1,000,000. Agreed. Of course not. All right, and cut out your eye. I'll give you 2,000,000. I'll give you 10,000,000. I won't give it to you. Well, you have something that can't be bought even for 10,000,000. So why do you always curse fate and cry? You have wealth, which you must learn to manage. The parable 2, the rich and the poor. A millionaire father who thought that his son did not appreciate the family wealth decided to teach him a lesson. He took the boy to a poor village, to a farm, to see poverty for what it is. The travelers were welcomed, fed, and put to bed on straw. They spent the night there and returned home the following evening. "How was your journey? Did you enjoy it?" the rich man asked his son. "Yes, Papa, I was very pleased." "Did you notice how poor these people were?" "What did you conclude?" "We have only one dog, and they have several dogs running around the farm. We have one small swimming pool in our yard, and they have a lake that you can't see the edge of. Our yard is lit with special lights, and they have stars and moonlight all night. We have a patio, and they have a forest and a meadow all the way to the horizon." The father was surprised, and the son added, "Thank you, Dad. Now I know that even the poor can be very rich." Proverbs about money, wealth, interesting and instructive. Parable 3, by work and wages. A laborer named Frol asked the landowner, "Why do you pay me only 50 per day and midrafen, 5 rubles?" At that time a cart was passing by the yard. "Are they bringing hay?" "We need it." "Go and find out." "Yes, hay." "Where is it from?" "Maybe Pritva Meadows." "I don't know." "Then go and find out." "Frol is here." "No, from Voloninsky." "Do you know how much it costs?" "No, I don't know." "So find out." And again Frol is in front of the master. "I found out. 30 rubles. Or maybe they'll give up the price." "I don't know." Then Mitrofen appears, out of breath. "Master, a wagon from the Voloninsky meadows was passing us by. They wanted it for 30 rubles, but I persuaded it for 27. Now they'll drive into the yard and start unloading. Now you understand why I pay Mitrofen so much." Turn to Frol. The fourth parable, 2 guests. One day 2 unexpected guests came to a gray-haired man, wealth and poverty. "Tell us, honorable old man, which of us is more handsome?" The master was at a loss. What to say? If you say that poverty is more beautiful, poverty will take offense and go away from him. And if wealth is more beautiful, poverty will cling to him for the rest of his life. The old man, after some thought, said, "You know, honored guests, when you stand like this, side by side and motionless, I cannot answer. It is better to walk." They began to walk back and forth, showing off both to each other and to the host. And the master, looking at all this, said, "Ah, poverty, how good you are in the back when you go out. But you, wealth, make my eyes and soul happy when you turn to me and walk towards me." Proverb 5. Answer of the digger. One day a digger met on the way of the king's carriage. The king admired the skill and precision of the digger's movements and got out of the carriage. "How cleverly you work, and how much do they pay you?" "Your Majesty, it may seem like a trifle to you, but I have nowhere else to get money. My wages are 3 pennies. But I give 1 penny as a debt. I give the second penny as a debt, but I'll take it later as a debt. And now I have 1 penny left. How do you live on so little money? And why lend it?" The king was surprised. "There is no other way. I give 1 penny to my father, to feed him, to clothe him, to clothe him. He raised me, and I am indebted to him. The second penny is for my son. While he is small, I support him, and when he grows up, he will pay his debt to me, and I'll live on 1 penny." The king was amazed by such a wise answer, and he generously rewarded the digger. Parables about money, wealth, interesting and instructive.